Mark chapter 9, if you're able to stand with us and read the old King James Bible. I'm going to share a few verses with you. Mark chapter 9, and we're going to reading in verse number 17. Mark chapter 9, verse 17. Father, add your blessings to the reading of thy word. Help us in Christ's name. Amen. Mark chapter 9, verse 17. And one of the multitude answered and said, Master, I have brought unto thee my son, which hath a dumb spirit. And wheresoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth and gnasheth with his teeth, and pineth away. And I spake to thy disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not. Understand that a dumb spirit in this day, actually the devils and what was dumb, could not talk, communicate. And the devil was actually infilled this young boy, and get this, anywhere he go, the devil, the evil spirit would throw him in the fire. The boy was gnashing, foaming at the mouth. Matthew and said it was like a lunatic there. Now, with all that said, this father here brought his son to the disciples of Christ, who had given the power to heal and cast out devils and heal and all these things. And he brought them to his disciples, and they couldn't do anything. You ever wonder if your situation's too hard for the church to help you? Too hard for your friends to help you? It may be too hard for all those acquaintances to help you, but your situation is never too hard for God. So they brought him to Jesus. In verse 19, he answered him and said, O faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him unto me. Glory to God. Jesus said, bring the boy unto me. Bring me your son, bring him to me. Can I say, I wish someone had told me that years ago, before we tried a sinful lifestyle. I wish someone had said, you can bring your burdens to Jesus. Before you went out searching and looking for a better way, a life of fulfillment, wouldn't it have been great if someone said, you need to bring it to Jesus? Bring it to him. And verse number 20, and they brought him unto him, and when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed foaming. And he asked his father, here's the father's helpless. He asked his father, how long is it ago since this came unto him? And he said, of a child. And oftentimes it hath cast him into the fire and into the waters to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. He said, Lord, if you can do anything, would you have compassion on us and help us? And I think all of our hearts, if we're honest to God today, we need help of the Lord. Yeah. In some area in our life, it's not perfect. Some area of our life is less than perfect, maybe spiritually, physically, financially. Something's bothering you, and that area is less than perfect in our life. You say, well, the Bible said, be thou perfect, for I am perfect. I know that. You can be perfect, and as far as that means being born again. Amen. Yeah, perfect salvation. Hey, God does it. He'll save you, take you to heaven if you'll let him. But I'll say there's many areas in our lives as fathers, men, and even ladies and children today that are less than perfect in our lives. So therefore, I say along with him, have compassion on us and help us. I'll tell you what help America in the situation is if God would help us. God would, someone say, God bless America, land that I love. Well, I pray you'll do that, but I'm praying now, God have mercy upon America. For so even the Christians have strayed away from God. Verse number 23, Jesus said unto him, if thou canst believe, glory to God, all things are possible to him that believeth. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe. I believe. I believe, Lord. He said, help thou mine unbelief. Even in my faith and believing in you, God, there's areas that's less than perfect. When Jesus saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him, and enter no more into him. Correctly read, verses 17 to 25. I want to share a thought with you today. Each of you probably got some kind of dish, cable network, or some HD TV, and the TV shows are the TLCs and all these others, KFC, I reckon, I don't know. But all these TV broadcast networks, they're always putting out a reality show. A reality show. You know what I'm saying about a reality show? They've got one now that's messed up about I am somebody. Jazz, and it's a boy that they dressed up to be a girl. That's messed up. But that's reality. I'll give that's reality. That's where a lot of people are headed. You have some shows there, a reality show about the little short midget people. And I think they said they get a divorce. But they always together on that TV show making them millions. So they ain't going nowhere yet. They just playing it up on your mind. You with me? Is anybody out there say amen? I'm going to preach anyway. There's a reality show on TV there, and then there's a sister wife. I think they'll watch it because it's wicked. But any man that got 3 wives is crazy. Amen. And any wives that will be so consolidated to share their husband is even stupider. Y'all with me today? I'm preaching today on real fatherhood. It ain't like you see on TV. I've been on TV with them. I know this is on some YouTube and all that. Probably some of them people watching out there. Hello out there. How y'all doing today? And I've been with the families there. Anybody know the Bates? What is it? The Bates? What is the name of that? We Are Bates, or Bringing Up Bates. I've been with the Bates. Have been here in open service here. 19 kids. They got the Bates family. They good friends of mine, Brother Gill and Miss Kelly and all the kids. I love them all and had the privilege of preaching when one of the young boys accepted Christ. Glory to God. And that's reality. I was there. But I'll tell you this, on that show, they show having fun and all this, riding ponies, swinging out of swing. But I'll tell you this, and Brother Gill will tell you this, when the TV show ain't there, hey, it's the reality just like your family is. Amen. You see, TV ain't never learned how to really feel heartache. They can't adequately describe what's going through the heartache. They want to bring you up, you get better ratings. Reality show. I've been with Brother Duggar, of the Duggar family. And you know what? Just as soon as they went through a heartache with their son Josh, pray for him. Him and his wife standing with him, they got kids, man. It's Father's Day today. How do kids going to feel when their dad rehab and getting help? But can I say this? Just as soon as that happened, first thing the reality show did, they kicked him off TV, put some queer show on or something. You with me now? I'm talking about real fatherhood. You said that. I don't say that. I meant that. Amen. One preacher says, I must come. I ain't like that. I like women. I do better than that. I ain't like that. I'm married to one woman. I preached in the church one time in somewhere in North Carolina. I ain't going to say the name, but it had a name. Favorite preacher up there had a girlfriend on the side. What'd you do? I didn't stay long. I went pastor. I preached revival, everybody. But I'll tell you this, real fatherhood, what's real fatherhood like? First of all, I noticed what's real fatherhood like and think of those things. Verse number 21, there he said this, how long has he been this shape? He said ever since he was a child. So I say first thing to do in real fatherhood is you got to notice, first of all, there's going to be some things you must deal with as long as you live. You must deal with them as long as you live. And I'll live as a father. I'm so excited for Miss Heather back here, expecting their little child there, 8 weeks. So I'm so excited. My wife will get her hair done on Tuesday too. I'm excited about that too. She look good now. You get through where she really good. Hook her up, sister. I don't care what it costs. Those over $12. No. But I'm saying to you here, real fatherhood and real motherhood, there's some things that will happen in your life that if you have a child, or if I have a child, or if we have children, and 1 or 2 or 10 of our children fail, hey, they're in the fishbowl, and you'll live with that the rest of them. Well, what happened to them? Tell me about it. Shut your mouth. Hey, that's an area you don't need to talk about. You don't need to bring up that hurt when there's a failure and a heartache. There'll be a time when you are a father. There'll be things you'll live with the rest of your life. They'll ask you about this, ask you about that, ask you how you made it when you was a drunken father or on drugs. They want to know the dirt. But can I tell you this? There's some things you have to live with the rest of your life. And to live with him. He said, how long has this been going on since he was a child? Can you imagine raising a child and get this, a special needs child? Can you imagine it? A handicapped child, a special needs child. The guy that did our block work back here, a Christian, born again, goes to mission field 2 times a year and builds churches and houses for people in need. And the boy that was courting his girl said this. He said, you know, Kenny got a special needs child. They require 24-hour attention. I didn't know that. So what do you gain with that? That man, although he had a lot of heartaches, he met me Monday morning with a smile and the joy of the Lord in his heart. There'll be things you'll have to deal with all your life. But I'll tell you, if you're a born-again Christian, you will look down in your heart and you'll find the joy of the Lord is still your strength. He'll still get you through. You may have heartaches and losses and burdens and trials and bothers in your life. You may deal with that and live with that all your life. But I'll tell you, God will bring you through. Amen. Who has strength is made perfect in our weakness. Number 2, quickly. There'll be some things you honest to God don't know how to handle. You're a father today, there'll be a time. If you're a new father, older father, you will still say, Brother Dudley, and you've been a father for years now, I'll say this, there's still things in your life that you will affect you that you may not know how to handle. As a father, how to carry the right words to say. You see, fathers ain't like ladies. They go tell everybody their feelings. And then they talk about each other, run each other down because it was honest about the feelings. Y'all with me? That's right. And then you get on your Facebook and you need to get in the e-book. And all that. And you run each other down. You say, oh, I'm so burdened. My daughter, my son's broken. This is happening. This is happening. And you tell them, so-and-so, said so-and-so, said so-and-so, and brother so-and-so says, they all tell each other. And guess what they do? First thing they do, they get out with you, they'll bring that up to you. Fathers ain't like that. Fathers go around, yeah, but God. You son be saying, I got a disease, I'm dying. You be all something. I'll be praying God, man. Because you're going to be tough, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to, no. You know, boy, you're tough, man. I'm raising 3 lunatics too. I like to hear no, see no evil, and do no evil in the front row of the Alden field. But I'm saying to you this, as your father, a real fatherhood, you have some things you honest to God don't know how to handle. One day if you could handle it all, you'd have perfect children. I'd have perfect children if I could handle it all. But can I say this in reality? I move along. There's some things that you're not supposed to be able to handle. God wants you to turn the things over to Him that you can't handle and the things you can handle. You need to put it in God's hand. That's real fatherhood. That's when He says, son, I'm burdened for you. I've been praying for you. And I'll make sure you make the right decision. Don't roll straight. Don't run with the wrong crowd. I know there's joy and I know it's popular, but don't do that. I know your daddy would seem like an old fogey and he's old-timey and he's too strict and nobody likes him because he's strict and he ain't famous. But listen, I'm telling you, Daddy, hey, try your best to coach him in the right direction. Now I'll tell you this, you will fail doing that sometime. You will fail. So in real fatherhood, you notice there's some things you don't know how to handle. And then notice verse number 22. Verse 22, and oftentimes it cast him into the fire and into the water to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Notice this, if there's anything to help us, it'll be a father. It's the mercy and the compassion of Christ. He said, if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. You must ask to have a real fatherhood, a real situation. You as a daddy, you've got to ask God and You say, I don't believe he can fix it. And you're saying that in your mind and your heart. You're losing faith. You're becoming hopeless and helpless day by day. You say you used to believe he could do anything, but when heartache came your way and it did not happen like it was supposed to happen, you thought, then you're thinking, I wonder if he really can do anything. This boy's grown up. And he said, how long has he been having it? Since he was a child. But Frankie, if you was trying to raise Angelica around, she's a good girl. But if she kept on straying, kept on messing up, kept on being rebellious and kicking back and hating her mom and daddy, all that, you would get to a point in your life, I feel hopeless and helpless. And when you get to that place, the best thing to do is just turn it over to God. I was thinking about this morning, we're blaming Sandra about even getting saved a while back. I think about successful fathers, and there's many successful fathers in the commercial world, you know, all that. But I thought of successful fathers, and I thought, I guess success would be both your children knowing Christ. And so if that be the case, Brother Lane, Miss Andrew, you'll receive the Successful Father Award. You get it? Yes. But Frank, you receive the Successful Father Award. You girl know Jesus. You get it? Yes. You get it? All of your children have come to know Christ. If all of your children come to know Christ, you ought to get on this altar and just thank God Almighty that you put it together. Because we can't do that in ourselves. As much as we like to claim that, in all honesty, oftentimes you can't claim that. But does that make you in the eyes of God a failure? No. Because he took a man with a problem worse than any you've ever heard. And he made notice or magnification of it in recording it in Scripture. And his son was foaming at the mouth, filled with the devil, thrown in the lake, thrown in fire. The devil was thrown, and this daddy still loved that boy and didn't give up on it. So success is not only based by the acclamation of our children being saved, although that, thank God, is wonderful. But I tell you, it's based on how much you're still praying, how much you're still trying to get them there, how much you're still not giving up. You're still going to believe God. You know God can do anything. Don't lose the faith. Oh, keep believing God and get those children and get that family and work it out in your life. Amen. That determines success. Don't give up. You're still dreaming for the day as the prodigal brother Danny told on. You're dreaming of the day that the prodigal son will come home. Just keep setting the table. He kept setting the table. Although his son was going astray, I believe every day he was alerted they said, he ain't here. Set the table anyway. Hey, I tell you, when you don't see how God's going to do it, you don't know how God's going to bring your family through. I tell you what, just keep setting the table. Put the plate, the fork, the spoon, the knife, put a glass out and set the table. Put some steak on the plate, some taters on the side, a dessert on the side. Fill a glass up with iced tea. And if it don't come today, maybe they'll come tomorrow. That's real fatherhood. Yes. Yeah, that's real. Never give up. You know what it says? Verse 23. Jesus said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. That's the word, if thou canst believe. If thou canst believe. If you can believe, can you believe? Will you believe God to save your soul? Can you not believe Him take care of an earthly situation? If thou just canst believe. And he said this, and I believe his heart broke when he said that. Verse 24. I believe all these years his dad had been trying to work it out, trying to get assistance, trying to get some specialists to help his child. And he hit in verse 24, and straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears. I believe it really hit him. All these years I've been trying to do something on my own, And all I need to do is just believe God. I need to turn him over to God and say, God, I believe you. He said, I believe you, Lord. Lord, I believe. Help thou my unbelief. What do you see there? Ask yourself, can God do anything? You believe that? Then he said, thou canst believe. But then he said in verse 24, but help thou mine unbelief. Fathers, what's that saying to us? You know, I wish it was like the perfect home. They say, you know, the man and the wife, they got 2.2 children, and a white picket fence, a dog and a cat. Everything in the yard's mowed. They got little shrubs outside the house. They got 2 cars that run. It's average family, I think. I guess we ain't average in our. We got 2 cars, one of them's to pull, the other with, but it won't crank. I was over watching a movie, and don't criticize me. I'm watching a cartoon movie about finding Dory. That fish got lost. The last time Nemo and they were playing together, Dory went out and got lost. I'm watching 3D. It wasn't that good, but I watched it. Come to think of it, I could have found Dory to give me a worm, and I said go 33. I could have found her a long time ago. But I was out there. I wanted to when I was out there. I spent some time. But I said, oh, the perfect home. You know, Dad got his khakis on, got his little alligator shirt on, you know, outside shirt on, and got his Sperry shoes on. And Mama got the right clothes, you know, she got the finest quality pocketbooks she carried, all that. Every family ain't like that. I was over the movie theater, and I ain't lying. I saw this. I looked back and do a double. I'm what in the world? I was sitting there, I get my car together. I was backing out, talking to my wife, and I looked in my rearview mirror. I ain't lying to you. I saw 6 people pushing a minivan up the hill. Did y'all see that? I thought I just saw that. I saw that, and I thought about it. Well, guess they got a great happy family. You know what? There've been many times I had to park mine on the hill so the crank to get home. Maybe? Does that make you less than perfect in the eyes of God? God don't even care if you got a dog get a ride on. He never even owned a car. So you don't base your fatherhood on all the things that you have or may acquire, but you base it on how good God has taken care of you and not given us what we deserved, which would have been the devil's hell. But he's been merciful to us. He got you off alcohol, got you off drugs, got you out of the house filled with sin, put your heart in church this morning, gave you babies that's able to walk and talk, and maybe some special needs. He trusted you to take care of his heritage. Thank God. Hey, that's success.
Amen.
Many churches today sit around, everyone's sitting just right. Men sitting there, I never could cross my legs too short. Oh, yes, Pastor. That's really good. Little Johnny and Susie on the side. And Mama going to fry some chicken at home. It ain't like that. No! Reality ain't like that. Reality, sometimes, Dad, you'll say things that children see, and you'll be a bad example. And you have to go say, I'm sorry. Feel like a fool. Being messed up. That's what real father looks like. Some of you got children, boys and girls, gone away from God. Maybe gone in sin. They're sitting there thinking, I'm a failure. I heard you don't even know what my boy or girl's done. Can I say, sir, ma'am, I don't have to know what they done. Because I know what? They would do the same things my kids would do, but for the grace of God Almighty. Amen. And no matter what they've done, no matter where they at, I'll tell you this, no matter how far in filth and sin and perverted ways they may go or may be, I will tell you by the grace of my God Almighty, it's never too far that God can't turn it around. Does God hate sin? He hates sin. He hates immorality. He hates pervertedness. He hates drinking and drunkards and cussers and all that. He hates overeaters like I was. You know, before I got saved, before I became a preacher, God saved me and called me to preach, I was mean as hell. You know what? There's still days I'm mean as hell. You said, I wouldn't have said that. That's why I'm the preacher. And you'd have lied about it. I'm telling you God's untrue. There's days I feel like saying the wrong thing. There's days in my mind it says the wrong thing. Are y'all with me today? Don't you even put your little blessed kind of look at me, lapel up. Well, I'd have heard some of you before at the grocery store.
Preacher, brother.
You ain't perfect, I know. If I was perfect, I'd be in heaven. But I'm down here with y'all. And I'd be more perfect if y'all weren't so screwed up. But since you screwed up, I'm screwed up. We screwed up together. Praise God, amen. Ain't it good to serve Jesus? That's reality. Being a daddy. And last of all, I'll share this to you. Last one was it. Every fault there's his faults. He said, Lord, I believe, but help thou mine unbelief. That area of unbelief in my life, help me, Lord. The last one, notice this. He said in verse number 17, he said, Master, I brought unto thee my son, which hath a dumb spirit. The word dumb spirit meant he could not talk, he could not speak. And that was so enhanced and affected by an evil spirit of the devil that was kept him like that. But now notice this. Can I say this? When we're trying to be a good father, or mother for that matter, there honestly are some things that we may not know that are bothering our children. And we don't know how to handle it. We don't understand what they're going through. So I don't believe that. Look at verse number 17. It said he had a dumb spirit. But look what God said, verse 25. When Jesus saw, verse 25, when Jesus saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, get this, thou dumb and deaf spirit. The only time in all three parallel scriptures of the gospel, the man said his boy had a dumb spirit. He can't talk. He can't communicate. He can't tell him what's wrong. And he blamed himself all his life. How am I going to deal with this boy? He's foaming. He's thrown in the river. He's thrown in the fire. The devil's just about to kill him. And then Jesus says in verse 25, thou dumb and deaf spirit. You say, you ever heard that old adage, he's deaf and dumb? You know why people are dumb and they cannot speak? It's usually because they're deaf and they cannot hear. And in that day, there was no way to produce a hearing test on that boy in that day, that long ago. And that day, they didn't understand. The whole time he's screaming at that boy, straighten up, do right, do right. According to Jesus, the boy couldn't hear. You with me? So therefore, there was an aspect of that boy's life that the dad didn't know about. You know why that happens in a child's life? Can I tell you, young people, please learn from this. Help your parents be better parents. When there's something bothering you, tell mom and daddy what it is. You know, I know I'm supposed to be smart. I have a doctorate degree in theology and all this. They say I got my own parking sign. My name's on the big sign. Been here 20 years. But can I say this? Unless you tell me something, I ain't mind reading. When there's a burden, hey, bear one another's burden. You can't bear it if you don't share it. So parents, a little in your defense, if your children and our children would share with us what's hurting them and going with them, we may have a word of encouragement to help them with that. So I'm saying to you, we don't know everything, and therefore we cannot understand everything. Jesus said, hey, by the way, he's dumb and deaf. He can't hear. The whole time you've been screaming at him, he ain't heard you. The whole time you said, stop it, boy, he ain't heard you. All he saw was your actions. He's dumb. He cannot respond to you. Do you see what I'm saying, friend? Oh, my Lord. So just as a child must tell a father or mother what when it's all said and done, and the will is read in most of your bequests, you ain't going to have a sinking thing to give your children in the world we're living in. The government's going to get it all. You ain't going to have a thing left. And Mama and Daddy, I tell you this, when they come to read a bequeath, who bequeaths what to your children, they get there and say, "Mama, what, your daddy was broke? He had nothing. He had nothing. He drank it all, doped it all, and he got his life straightened out, never had it all again. He lost it all." But can I say this? If that attorney could read this, he can say, "Boy, I can't give you a lot, but I can give you a faith that I believe God can do all things, and God can give you what I never had." Hey, believe God. What a will. I have nothing to give you. I'll give you God. Give it God, John. Give it God. One day when I cross over, I'm going over one day. I'm down looking forward to going. I ain't getting on the bus today, I hope. If I was going to die in a car wreck, I'd take a truck today. I told her, but then the son-in-law said, "I'm riding in a race car with you." He went hot, buddy. I mean, them jacked up 1,000, 2,000 horsepower, fast car. He said, "Go over to Florida tomorrow. I'll let you ride. If you drive me," he said, "I'll let you drive it." I said, "I can't do that." He said, "I trust you." I said, "Oh, brother, you don't know, don't trust me. I don't even trust myself. I so don't trust myself, I'm amazed they didn't give me a sharp razor to shave with in the morning." Now, can I tell you this? I believe God. Daddies, how to be a better father? Believe God better. Believe God, you're saying. Believe God. This real fatherhood, believe God. Believe it. Father, help us today as He plays the song. Lord, if a father doesn't know you, I pray they be saved. A mother, maybe likewise. A young boy and girl, mom, dad, that needs Jesus, I pray they'll come and accept Christ. And Lord, I pray tonight, today, should help me be the best dad I could be. Lord, fill me with Thy Spirit. Fill me up. I know you can do anything. I believe that. I believe it help down my unbelief. There's one needs to come today and say, "Lord, I feel successful that my children are saved. I believe it help down my unbelief." There's one needs to come. I pray they'll come to us now. As He plays a song or sings a song in the home. You need to come. The altar's open. You need to come. That's it. Others ask in Christ's name. Being here, my heart's free and I have a word on your heart, Brother Lane.
I got something.
Go ahead, buddy.
You know, you're talking about fathers.
Uh-huh. Got it, buddy.
You know, when your daddy, when you go to work, that's when everything falls apart. No.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen when daddy's away.
When daddy's away.
I'm home 20 days a month.
Yeah.
I don't take no time off.
What's this?
And within them 10 days, if something's gonna happen, that's when the devil will jump up.
When your daddy's home.
I pulled up at work yesterday morning, almost in Kernfield.
Yes.
Hadn't got out of the car, the phone rang, and it was him.
Oh my.
And I thought, this ain't gonna be good.
Yeah, listen now.
She said, Daddy, because when every time something happens, they gonna come to Daddy.
I'll call daddy. Guarantee
You
to call
gotta
daddy.
fix it.
Yeah, daddy will fix it.
You can't fix it. They wanna know why you can't.
Because you're supposed to,
You
your
better
daddy.
be doing something. Well, I looked at, I told her, I said, honey, I said, what's wrong? She said, I was coming up 77, going to work. And she said, my car started shaking. And she said, I'm sitting on the side of the road. I think my tires blew out.
Yeah.
We know how I work, and I see a bunch of bad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
My Father's Day could not have been as good as it is today.
Yeah, listen.
She said, I said, well, I can't come and get you. And I said, are you off the road? And she told me why. She said, yeah. I said, your mama will be there in a minute
Yeah.
to help. Well, you know, Daddy's always gonna worry.
Yeah.
You gonna worry, it don't matter.
Yeah, they'll tell me.
And the Lord just told me, go on and do what you gotta do. I got this.
I got it.
I took care of it.
Father's got it.
I had inner peace. I did.
Yeah.
So I went on and got my stuff out, and she called me. She sent me a picture of that tire bill.
Oh my, bro, that is.
It wasn't nothing late. It
Lord.
could have killed her.
Yeah.
But the Lord told me, He said, I got this.
I got it.
You go and do your thing, don't worry about it. And I called her back.
I'll take care of it.
And I just wanted to say that the Lord's good.
Yeah.
Continue to guide me.
Yeah.
Be a good daddy.
God bless you, son. God bless you, buddy. God bless you. He is, buddy. He is. He is. Thank God for tender-hearted fathers
Amen.
in the church. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He shall lift you up. See, I got this.
That's what I told her.
God bless you, brother. Thank you. Good testimony. Thank you, sir. Amen. Amen. Our hearts free. Well, it's a joy to be in the Lord's house. Visit. Thank you so much. Please come back. Be here tonight. Rodney, bring your boat with you. Don't bring no piece of junk. I want it shine up looking at. I'm going to crawl in it and ride it. I put the loudspeaker on preach to y'all right around the yard. Be here tonight. You'll see what's going to happen. We'll all see what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. That's what God says. I'm here. Bob, I look forward to you being here, buddy. Praise the Lord. It's going to be good. How many is eating today at that trips? A lot of goes to trips. I just try to listen. Now, why you got it? You go. A lot of you trip. Won't you hand up eating trip? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Y'all want
Everybody in the hand, it's a trip.
10? About 10, 15 of you? All right, so go with us over there and we'll have a good time together at Father's Day. Men, ladies, come on, young ladies, maybe we'll give a gift down back here with the tables. All you guys, when you exit tonight today, if you'll go out this side door, please accept our gift to you visitors. We have a gift for every one of you fathers in this place. Fathers to be, fathers, many children, father of one. We have a precious gift for each of you. So be sure to go by and get that and give God the glory for that. Let's be dismissed in a word of prayer and ask God to help us. Today, may the good Lord help us and keep us. Brother Jay, please dismiss us. Father God.
Thank you for this opportunity to be in this house. Dear God, we just thank you for this wonderful
Oh, God.
Lord, thank you for the wonderful service, Sunday school, and all of that. Dear Lord, we just thank you for it. We still, at this time, have the privilege to come to your house.
Yes, God.
Be able to worship you freely, dear God. Lord, I just ask you to keep this.
Thank you, Lord.
Help us, Lord. Lord, you have mercy.
Bless Jesus. Help